And he just starts, and there's like no reason for it at all. There's a couple scenes like that in this movie that really, really made it for me, because it's almost like it feels like it's not like unscripted. Mm-hmm. Like it just feels like this, just something ridiculous to do that just makes the scene that much better. It doesn't have to make sense. It's just funny as hell.
Yeah. I kind of wonder, based on the cast, how much of the movie as a whole is unscripted.
Yeah.
Like, okay, in this scene, you got to get from here to here, but how you do it. You know?
Yeah. Like, even Peter Stormare's character, there were plenty of scenes where I was questioning, like, was that actually scripted, or was it, just their facial expressions and everything? It's just, this movie was definitely a gem.
Yeah. And when we watch, like, at the end of the movie, they had outtakes from it. And maybe that was just stuff they had recorded and cut from the movie. But it could also be, like you said, it was unscripted. And this was some of the stuff they had come up with during the filming of it, but just hadn't used it in the movie. Yeah. Which, honestly, some of the stuff they had in there I thought was pretty funny. And I wish kind of that they would have put it into the movie, because it would have really added to the humor.
Yeah.
Yeah. The end credits when they were like what was it that was really great when he was talking about, when he was using the accent, was it like an Asian and some kind of Asian accent, which you don't see much anymore. There seems to be some backlash with cultural appropriation or whatever. I don't know if that's what that's called when you use a Asian accent and you're not Asian. It was freaking hilarious. It was great. And if they would have put that in the movie, it would have enhanced that scene for sure.
I would say the one beef that I have with this movie was that I thought the cast was awesome in it.
Oh yeah.
And
that's your beef.
But there's a but to it.
Oh, yeah. There's a but to this? But?
Yeah, ironic, huh? Yeah. But no, the beef I had with it is I didn't really feel like any of the characters in the movie really lit up the screen. All of their performances were they were just kind of there. Like, this was by no means like the best Ken Marino you ever seen. Patrick Warburton is hilarious. Stephen Root is hilarious. Yeah. And all of their performance were just kind of there. Yeah. They didn't do bad. They didn't do good.
I think, honestly, like, going back to what Gavin was saying about how he wonders how much of it was scripted and how much of it wasn't. I think what elevated this movie was the cast. I think that, like, what they added to it. Like, if you watch other comedies, like, this is obviously veering outside of horror, but there's a lot of comedies that are kind of similar to this that have no horror aspect to it. Will Ferrell movies, like Step Brothers and shit like that, where you can tell they're just playing off of each other and just like going with it. And then what works, and they keep it. I felt like that had a very similar type of thing going on, and it works really good. But you're right. There was nothing, there wasn't a performance there wasn't a scene stealer in this movie. There wasn't anybody that took it and just like, there's like in Step Brothers, like, obviously, like, that movie is like one of the best of all time, subjectively. Like, I mean, some people might not think so, but those performances were great. And I mean, like, I think in this one, they were probably working with a script and did the best they could. I don't know how much of it was scripted and what wasn't, but I feel like they did the best that you could do with the script.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, obviously there had to be some kind of a script.
Yeah.
Because the plot was very clearly laid out. But yeah, like, all these people, all these actors who we know, none of these are like leading men actors. These are all character actors who normally show up for 5 or 10 minutes. Yeah. So to make them all in the same movie, like, I agree. I think that I agree with you, Jason. It enhances the movie. But then also I can see where Eric's going, like, you're not going to get that standout performance because there isn't that one guy. In this case, it should have been Ken Marino, but Ken Marino really isn't even like the funniest guy in the movie. No. But it works. Having all these people who from all these great comedies together in one place. So, yeah. Not necessarily makes it a better horror movie, but it makes it a great comedy.
Yeah, yeah. And there was, like, going back to the gore thing, there was one really great scene where he bites the guy's dick off.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was a dream, though, I think, right? Or was that real?
No,
that was real.
No, that was real. Yeah.
It was the scene where he, like, the guy gets his head buried in his ass.
Yeah.
It's like a dream. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
That was apparently a dream. Yeah.
Yeah. The dick scene was great, and I love when they do that in movies. Like Zombievers has a scene like that where he, like, the monster bites a dick off. And I think there was another one. I think we reviewed something on this podcast that had a scene similar to that with a dick, where there's a dick getting bit off, but I can't remember what. I'm so fucking jaded.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen so many fucked up shit.
I've seen so many dicks get bit off.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just surprised I even noticed the dick this time.
Oh yeah.
You know?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. And what did you guys think of Milo? Did you like, if you had, if you knew Milo, if Milo was living in your ass, would you think he was cute?
No.
I mean, obviously this creature's coming out and killing people. That takes away from whatever
so
cute
adorable.
But he was when at the end of the movie when Ken Marino snuggles up with him on the couch or whatever, it's like oh, he's such a cute little guy.
Yeah, he is. The little noises he makes and stuff. I like the fact that his skin and everything is looks like the inside of an asshole kind of.
Yeah.
He's got that like kind of shimmer like that asshole membrane. That, you know.
Sure.
And the humorous part about it is we're talking about this character, talking about how cute of it is, and 90% of this movie, that character is walking around covered in blood. Because, I mean, at any point when you see him, he has either probably just killed somebody or is going to about to kill somebody.
Yeah.
For some reason, he doesn't change his fucking clothes either. He's got shit all over him and he's laying in bed. And you're like, dude, just fucking take a shower, man. Like your wife. Come on.
and I also love how, like you said, they put him into the bathroom as his office, right? And then the first person that's killed is his coworker that shares the office with him.
Yeah.
So he comes into work and they show the cleaning crew in there trying to clean all the blood up off of, because the whole thing is just covered in blood. Mm-hmm. And then they show him working later in the building and you look and you can still see the smears of blood on the wall because the crew did such a bad job of cleaning it up.
Right.
I want to give a shout out to the people who made and did the puppeteering on Milo. I don't know who they are, so I'm sorry. I thought it really well made. Really, he didn't have like a lot of emotions, just like the little bit that they did with the eyes and stuff that worked for me.
Uh-huh.
And he can switch from cute to angry. I thought that was really effective, and I give them a lot of credit because of how unique it is, how unique Milo is. Because I'm like, it's so hard to create a creature that doesn't look like anything else.
That's true.
And like the closest thing it reminded me of is kind of like from Basket Case.
Yep.
But even there, like, it wasn't like they were ripping it off or anything. No.
Well, I really think they put thought into what would a creature that lives inside someone's asshole look like. And that's why he shimmers, like he's got like he looks wet. Mm-hmm. And he looks like his skin looks like the membrane from inside of an ass. Yeah. You know, and I think they did that on purpose, you know, and I think it made it unique. You know, I think he looks unique.
Yeah, I just want to give them credit because with how many hundreds, if not thousands of monsters out there, it's really hard to not just copy somebody.
Yeah, even Stranger Things falls into that trap. I mean, I don't know if you watch Stranger Things. I
haven't seen the latest season yet.
Yeah, but... Well, in the later seasons, there's a character, I can't remember, he's the main bad guy monster. Vecna. And he looks just like the Wishmaster.
Aww.
Yeah, he looks like, if you've ever seen Wishmaster, he looks just like that.
Just like the Wishmaster.
Yeah, it does not... Wishes? It doesn't look unique at all. And it's like, God, you know, like, for a show that's blown up like this, you'd think they'd have a little bit more creativity when it came to the monsters, but not really.
And I like how they did. It seemed like when they designed the monster, that they did a very good job of balancing between making it creepy as hell, but at the same time they could change it up a little bit, and then it suddenly became this cute little adoring
Yeah.
thing.